many people aren't doing this as an installer and aren't proposing this to the customer. We are, to our detriment, because we do lose jobs over this, because it does push the price up. But for us, it's a red line for us really on this, because this is the way we see all these regulations going, and houses just need these, and these are smoke alarms. Now, the amount of properties that I survey going around the country that don't even have one smoke alarm. I think this property had 1 or 2 battery ones, some of those old school like grill ones with like big grills on, and then has a big red button in the middle that just take a 9-volt battery. Now they're okay as long as they have a battery in, but they don't interlink between that one and one in the kitchen. Technology's moved on, a bit like with solar and battery, technology moves on, and it has done with smoke alarms. So we've got this one in here, which is a mains wired. So in England, we have to have 230 volts mains wired going into them with battery backup. We install the lithium backup, which is 10 years, which means you don't have to mess about with it for 10 years. You can get away with using the 9-volt version, which is a little bit cheaper, but to be honest, I'd rather have a smoke alarm that someone doesn't have to touch for 10 years, because it means that it doesn't have to be tampered with. So we install, as standard, a smoke alarm system that has a lithium battery in it and is mains wired. All these smoke alarms are interlinked. We can do that wirelessly, which we do in some cases, or we can do them where they're linked via a cable. The reason we've done this one with the Wi-Fi links is because we've installed an ACO gateway, which puts all these smoke alarms online so they can be remotely checked to make sure there aren't any problems with any of the detectors. The battery's outside. It doesn't pose a threat to people in this property, as in starting a fire. However, having your kettle, having your smart speakers, having your things on charge, like the risk level of what we have in our homes now has increased from when those little 9-volt battery smoke alarms were initially put in people's properties. People had like maybe an electric heater and a TV and a radio and maybe a cooker that was maybe gas. Whereas now we've got batteries in everything. We've got everything is getting charged up overnight. There's washing machines, tumble dryers, dishwashers. There's all sorts of things that can go wrong. We just have to look at Grenfell, which was I think started from a white good, I think it was a washing machine or a fridge freezer, and look at the devastation there. I'm not saying that a smoke alarm would have fixed that, because it wouldn't, but what I'm saying is the risk factor in people's properties, both commercially and domestically, has gone up. And so that's why we are trying to lift whilst we're doing a project like this, lift the safety of that property up whilst we're in the property. Like I say, it cost us jobs, and that's just the reality of it, but at least we know every job that we win, where we do put these in, we're leaving that customer in a much safer environment than when we started the job.